U.S. President Donald Trump arrives today in a country he says is in turmoil. That's how he describes the UK after two government ministers resigned from Theresa May's government over her Brexit plans. Before setting off to Europe, President Trump also said former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, one of those who quit Mrs. May's cabinet, was a friend of his. All this would make an awkward meeting on its own, but the visit is also likely to be marked by large anti-Trump protests in London and Scotland. Our correspondent Catherine Drew reports from London.
US President Donald Trump arrives in the UK Thursday in a visit that will include dinner with business leaders at Blenheim Palace, tea with Britain's Queen Elizabeth II at Windsor Castle, and a visit to his golf course in Scotland. He'll also hold bilateral talks with Theresa May at the Prime Minister's official Chequers retreat. The President will spend very little time in London, where large demonstrations are expected against his visit. Activists are determined their message will be heard and seen. Protesters plan to float a giant inflatable of Mr. Trump depicted as a baby above the city during his visit. They accuse him of hateful and divisive rhetoric. All this means British leader Theresa May will be walking something of a tightrope with the US President as she tries to maintain what's famously been described as a special relationship between the two countries.
In Britain, everything is seen through the prism of Brexit. And so, as we prepare to leave the European Union, it's vital to the British government that we have the strongest possible relationship with America. So that special relationship matters even more to us now than it did 2 or 3 years ago. The problem is, it evidently doesn't matter very much to Donald Trump. Donald Trump seems to like people who kowtow to him. The more you kowtow to Donald Trump, the less popular you will be with your voters at home.
For this visit to the UK, Donald Trump will be surrounded by military pageantry and splendid locations in a bid to impress him and highlight the defence alliance between the two countries. Theresa May will be hoping for a smooth few days with no unhelpful tweets, but thousands of demonstrators will express their view that President Trump shouldn't be coming to the UK at all. Catherine Drew, SABC News, London.